What's up everybody, my name's Big Cam and welcome back to another trailer reaction in the moment we've all been waiting for. The Mandalorian and Grogu official trailer is now out and it dropped this morning and I was like, holy Christ, what? You know, I was not expecting this to drop today, but it does make a little bit of sense. Today is September 22nd when I'm recording this, so it's Monday, and May 22nd, so I think we're exactly 8 months away from when The Mandalorian and Grogu comes out to theaters, not on Disney Plus. This is going to be a movie, baby. Oh, I can't wait. I naturally thought after season 3 or 4 or whatever the last season of The Mandalorian was, that, you know, The Mandalorian felt like it maybe needed to go into the big screen. And it's a shame that we haven't had a big Star Wars movie in a while, and this seems like it's going to be a return to form for Star Wars and Lucasfilm. And let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right on into the trailer, shall we? And let's start this bad boy. Ooh, some tense music as our boy Mandalorian and Grogu are flying over this water planet in the Razor Crest. The newly designed Razor Crest has a little bit more of the yellow paint, maybe kind of like a Naboo starfighter type thing, but you know, definitely not the pure silver Razor Crest that was his first one, but his Razor Crest got destroyed. He had the N1 starfighter. Now it seems back into the Mandalorian and Grogu movie that he's back to a Razor Crest, which is his preferred ship anyways. But what planet are they on? A sandy water planet? And it looks like they're doing some recon. Grogu's got a little like stethoscope type thing, and then they're with maybe like a Babu Frick type in the sewers as Grogu's walking through and looks into camera. It looks really good for two characters that are either 100% CGI or 100% puppeted. Either way, it looks really good. On to the next portion of this trailer. A little disappointing for our boy Grogu. He just wanted some food, but we see Sigourney Weaver's character, and I don't know her character's name yet, but I think she's a rebel pilot of some sorts. Definitely not with the bad guys, seem to be with the rebels. And Grogu's just hungry like he always is, using the Force, so still like to see that he's still using the Force, but he is a Mandalorian, he's not a Jedi, right? Oh man, imagine if he's got that lightsaber in the Mandalorian helmet one day. Oh, so sick. But Sigourney Weaver in a movie like this, so psyched to have, you know, Ripley herself coming to be a Star Wars person now. Like, she's going to be in the Star Wars fam now. So happy to see that. But on to the next portion of this trailer. Grogu's all of us eating our popcorn, and we see a jacked Jabba the Hutt type character who I believe is named Rota the Hutt and is voiced and maybe played by Jeremy Allen White from The Bear, and is most recently doing the Bruce Springsteen biopic. So, you know, he definitely didn't need to come do a Star Wars role and be a Hutt, but he chose to, and love to see it. But I love that Grogu's just eating popcorn, like just watching this like gladiator event, and they're just kind of sitting in this arena watching this whole thing. I also love the shot of Mandalorian like kicking a guy over a bar into like the rack behind the bar and like glass breaks, and then the way that Grogu just kind of hops onto his shoulder like, alright, I'm ready to go, you know, kind of like Yoda on the back of Luke type shit. And then we see a shot of this like monster creature in like the water, and he's got like glowing eyes, it looks like. Maybe like an alien snake-like creature. But we see our boy Mandalorian in the cockpit of the Razor Crest, and they're taking off, and they're going straight down as they're getting two ships are chasing after them, shooting at them. And then we see our boy Grogu looks very sad in the water, like maybe he's about to drown. But then we see shots of Grogu swimming, and I don't even know how they did this. They had to make a waterproof puppet and then make him swim underwater. Like, kind of hard to do, either in CGI or in puppetry, both hard to do. So either way, very impressive shot here of Grogu swimming. And then we see a quick shot of the Lasat, which you guys might not know, but that has got to be our boy Zeb, right? We don't see like a full shot of him, but we see like a stormtrooper shooting at him as he leaps off a wall and then hits that stormtrooper with like his staff, and then it quickly cuts away. So they didn't want to show too much of Zeb, but they showed a brief little shot of Zeb in there. Love to see that. And then it looks like they're on a baby speeder with 3 Babu Fricks in Grogu. And, you know, like it wouldn't fit like a human, so it just fits Grogu-sized and Babu Frick-sized beings. But on to the next portion of this trailer. Oh my god, what an epic shot. Like, there's some great shots in this trailer. Some of them I feel like we've seen, but maybe this isn't like an official trailer. Maybe this is just an official teaser trailer. But, you know, we're still 8 months out, so I love that they're giving this to us anyways. They start that with "This is the way," as we see Mandalorian using his big gun to take out these giant robot creatures that look like they're wearing, like, outfits too, you know, like one of them does at least. Looks like he's got like a skirt on, but it definitely is like a robot. It has one singular Cyclops glowing red eye, and it also looks like the Mandalorian is going to end up fighting this creature inside that battle arena where we saw Rota the Hutt. Oh boy, how's he going to end up from the crowd? All of a sudden he's in a fight. It's very much so Mandalorian, right? And then it looks like he sets off an explosion inside the AT-AT Walker as him and Grogu jetpack out of there, and the AT-AT Walker explodes and falls over, but doesn't just campily fall forward and just die slowly into the snow like it's Empire Strikes Back and they're on Hoth. You know, it's not like that. It's a real, yeah, well, not real, but it's a CGI walker that they make fall, and then it falls sideways off the mountain, and we get this slow-mo shot and the noise of it just kind of creeping off the side of the mountain. Like, oh, what a good shot. And then just the final shot of the trailer, the title card and a little bit of teaser at the end of what Grogu's doing.
Shot, baby.
Good shot, baby. You know, like Babu Frick or whatever the fuck. You know, like they get scared in like a tunnel of some sorts, and like this rat creature pops out of them also with one singular eye, and like, you know, has big ears and a big mouth, and this thing like scares them in this dark tunnel, and it looks like he shoots maybe like a paintball or some sorts at its eye and blinds it, and things like, good shot, baby. You know, like, so Grogu's gonna be getting a chance to do a lot more in this movie as well. It's not just gonna be the Mandalorian and Grogu, and the Grogu is just kind of on Mandalorian's hip the whole time. No, it seems like Mandalorian's gonna be up to some shit, and Grogu, and I love how they did the title card, and the Mandalorian is kind of swooping, and Grogu kind of swoops as well. You know, definitely not just a old style straight title card. The Mandalorian and Grogu, baby! Coming, Star Wars movie coming May 22nd, forged for IMAX. Oh, I can't, not just filmed for IMAX, forged for IMAX, because that's what Mandalorians do, right? They forge their armors. They don't just make it. They don't film it. They forge it. Oh, God. May 2026. I cannot wait. Oh, God. Zeb, Sigourney Weaver. Will we see the other members of the Ghost team? Who knows? I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Hera and Kanan. No, Kanan's probably not coming by. But Ezra, you know, like, you know, and tie this into Ahsoka Season 2, or even into the movie that Dave Filoni wants to do after Ahsoka Season 2, which would be Heir to the Empire, where Thrawn is the big bad, right? Like, this movie seems very good, but who's the big bad? It seems like Mandalorian's fighting quite a few villains, you know, fighting off robots, fighting off, you know, starships that are chasing after him, fighting off weird alien creatures in a fight place. Like, what is the mission here for Mandalorian and Grogu? Or is this movie pretty much going to be a bunch of different missions that we just see Mandalorian and Grogu going on? You know, it could be, and then it will lead eventually into the Heir to the Empire, where I'm sure Mandalorian and Grogu would be main characters, but maybe not the main character. That, I think, is probably going to be Ahsoka and Ezra Bridger. But I wouldn't be mad at that, you know, and there's still the potential possibility to have like a Luke Skywalker, maybe a Rey show up, maybe a Poe Dameron, a Finn, you know, like, because I think it's all set in that era directly after the last of the movies. So I don't know. Comment below your thoughts on The Mandalorian and Grogu, and if you have any takes or any ideas or anything that you noticed in this trailer that I didn't. I'd love to chat more Star Wars and more Mandalorian and Grogu with you. And if you want to chat in the comment section down below, go ahead, or you can message me on my other social medias, Big Cam, 2 G's in the Big, pretty much anywhere. Just look for this face. Links for those down in the description below. And if you made it this far in the video and you would like to support the channel, the best way to do that is dropping a like on this video, commenting down in the comment section below, subscribing if you haven't already, and hitting that bell so you don't miss future trailer reactions or future Star Wars content, and you get the notifications when those come out. Once again, my name's Big Cam. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this trailer reaction, and I can't wait to chat more Star Wars, Mandalorian, and Grogu with you, and I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Peace!